Thank you for joining us for today's post-game press conference of Hofstra Field Hockey. Before we open the floor to questions, Coach Vino, please give us your thoughts following today's win over Drexel.
Yeah, very exciting game. It was good to get many people on the scoreboard. Ultimately, it was a huge team win, and that's probably the best feeling you can have leaving a game. Is the vibe was there from pregame to warm up into the first quarter, and I really felt like we controlled the momentum of the entirety of the game, and so a great team effort today. Came out strong after being on pause, and so very proud of the group for that.
Coach, 5 goals scored by your team today, season high. What did you do? Was it tactically that? Sorry about that. What did you do tactically going into this game that allowed your team to put 5 in the back of the net on Drexel?
Yeah, well, structurally in the game, we one thing that I think we're doing a really good job of right now is we have speed in our attack transition side of the game. And so, with that being said, we knew from our last matchup with Drexel a week and a half ago that we needed to adjust a couple of things in our defensive side of the game to create that attacking opportunity. And so ultimately, we changed up our press a little bit. We were much more structured and what we were doing on that side of the ball, and I think that gave us the space to create on attack and get into the circle. And ultimately, I think in practice right now, we're just trying to focus on circle efficiency and what we're doing when we get those circle entries on attack. And today in the second half, I know personally for our own stats that we take as a program is I think we were 4 for 4 each quarter in circle entries and what we got out of that circle entry, whether it's a shot, a goal, or a corner. So very good stat attack wise for Hofstra Field Hockey today, getting in the circle and getting opportunities out of those circle entries.
Coach, coming into a week ago, you were on pause, no practice, no training sessions, no anything. And a midweek game right off of a 10-day pause is never easy. What did you and the coaching staff say to the players coming into this week with, coming off of pause and then a midweek game and then, on Sunday, you're having another game?
Yeah, it is a tough situation, and I think we've said this, every WB Mason report and every postseason it's absolutely the season of adaptability, and I think that this year and this season is making us more relentless and resilient and able to kind of bounce back and play with what we have, right? And it's it shows the maturity and the growth of our team that we can come out of this pause and play a great level and right off the bat too, that first quarter. So it's I'm really proud of the group. It could have gone in either direction, right? But the minute we stepped on the field Monday for practice, they knew that we had 2 days of practice to prepare, and they were locked in. So I'm really proud of the group. It shows the strength of the group, and it shows the passion that they have for the game and taking every game seriously. I love that.
2 goals today by Juna Slort. She's been shooting and shooting and shooting all year, and finally she gets not 1 but 2 in the back of the net. What can you say about the performance of one of your team leaders today?
Yeah, an incredible game by Juna, and it's funny because I said to the group after the game is I've all season known that we had this in us. I really have. And even though, you might be coming up short in the beginning of the season, you're fighting. I've known that we've had this in us. And Cami Larson and Juna Slort both they control the momentum of the game. And so the first half of this season has been very much figuring out the momentum of the game, and that's a big part of learning and growing as a program. And I'm so happy for Juna to get 2 today. I think it settles her. I think it's obviously very exciting for her, but it shows she's earned it. That is for sure. She's earned both of those goals, and I hope this is just ripping off the band-aid for Hofstra field hockey's attack, whether it's the corner unit or in free play. It was an exciting day, that's for sure.
Your team drew a number of fouls on the day, 35 from Drexel. How did that attribute to your team's play on the day, being able to draw so many fouls?
Yeah, no, that's a really great question, and ultimately, that is experience from playing them 2 weeks ago. They're a very aggressive team. They tackle hard. They're anytime you receive the ball, they're immediately putting pressure on you. And we I thought the officiating was fantastic today. They were the minute that they touched a stick and not the ball, it was called. And so we played to that, and it was something we discussed at the beginning of the game, and it's something that we discussed at halftime is keeping the ball tight to our stick and making sure that we are in control at all times. We don't need to put ourselves into 50-50 compromised positions. Keeping the ball tight in our possession and making sure we're playing as safe and possession oriented as possible.
6 saves today from Merline. A number of saves to keep that first half scoreless for Drexel. How important is it for her to have to step up today after she didn't have the greatest of days against Drexel the first time you guys
Yeah,
played?
Maryline, fantastic day. They actually had a save far side of the net that was incredible. That was going to be a goal, and it dropped right in front and ended up being their first goal. But kept us in the game for sure. Incredible saves, and when you have a goalie that has that level of athleticism, she covers all four corners of the net, and that's all you can ask. She's energetic and she's athletic, and she absolutely kept us in the game today. So it was exciting.
Senior Day is on Sunday against Northeastern. How do you bring the momentum from this game into Sunday against Northeastern?
Yeah, that's one thing that I've liked in with our crew this year is we are very what's next oriented and trying to not beat ourselves up about games that didn't go in our favor, but also carrying momentum from when we think we are feeling growth and finding success. So I know that this will senior day always brings a great buzz and energy to the day, but I know that this win will help that, and it's almost like I said, I hope it ripped off the band-aid for Hofstra Field Hockey's success, because we've got a great opportunity here. We've got three very dominant games left that we can battle for, and so I hope it brings us confidence and carries right over.
That concludes today's post-game press conference. Coach Vino, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.